Okay, hello, my friends. I think we are finally here. I do not know what happened. Oh, don't you just love technology? That only took 5 minutes to figure out what was going on. Um, so, welcome. And I'm just going to kind of get things in order. And just answer this quick phone call. Hey, I'm doing a live right now. I'll call you back when I'm done. All right, love you. Bye. Okay, so let's get started. So, welcome. I am Kelly. Sorry, I'm a little out of sorts. The whole webcam not working was throwing me off. So, Kelly from Paisano Design, and my voice sounds a little bit weird because I don't know. That just seems to be what's happening lately. And I don't know why my camera kind of jerks back and forth. So as long as I keep something moving, then it doesn't seem to do that. If you're here, make sure you say hello. So we're going to kind of talk about what Junktober is. And hey, Pam, yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what was happening. Technology, right? Since you just texted me. So I just wanted to talk to everybody about what Junktober is, why I'm doing it, and maybe some examples. So Junktober I started a few years ago as a I don't know, just kind of a way to engage with everybody. And it kind of fell by the wayside because, life happens. So I stopped doing it and I decided to kind of start it up again. So, celebrating my birthday, and I know Pam's birthday is also my birthday twin. I am doing Junktober, and so I want to celebrate with you. So I have this time it's only 2 weeks, it's only 14 days, and I've created all the prompts and for you guys to print out. And you can cut them out and use them as is, or you can cut out just the words, kind of whatever you want. So I did both. Cut out each of the shapes. And then I also did one here. I just cut out the word and I attached it to my Rolodex. And because I've been working on my little kind of Rolodex art journal. So I also did that, which is kind of fun to be able to do that. So a few years ago, this is my old one, and this thing is a beast. I mean, look how full this is. This was my first one, and I created a journal using my bingo boards. and I attached the prompts as a tab. So, which was kind of cool. I liked using it as a tab. So that was kind of fun. And the idea is just have fun. It's not perfection. It's just to create. It's to get engaged. Yeah, I'm so glad you like that idea, Pam. Create with others. You know, sometimes it's hard for us to get started. I know for me it is. And so it is fun to do other people's prompt challenges. And so I decided, you know what? I'm going to do one too. Why not? So the one I'm working in for this challenge is I'm using a kid's book. And I kind of am doing something different on each page. So my doodles, I just doodled. And then I started adding some of my jelly prints to the pages. I just I used matte gel medium to glue them on. And then this will be my background for whatever I want to design. And it had too many pages, so I ended up cutting out a few pages, and then I just taped a couple back in so that I had the correct amount. So then this book will just be my Junktober. And I added this to the front so that when it's like a reference point for me. So that is that. And and I want everybody to remember not to go out and buy a bunch of supplies and, use what you have. You know me, I'm all about reusing, recycling, redecorating. So you definitely should incorporate that. So if you haven't signed up yet, you're welcome to. It's on my website, and this is completely free. The link to my website is in my description, or you can go to paisanodesignsstitches.com. And you just download the PDF, and it's yours to use. All right, so what should we do? Shall we create something? Or should we... I also went to the thrift store yesterday, and I got a bundle of craft supplies, so I thought about sharing that too if you wanted to see. See what I got. So I'm going to do that first. Why not? Do something a little different. All right, so here's my little bin. And so I'm super excited. I got some stencil brushes and collage medium. I love this Aleene's. I have another one that I've used for years. And I kind of go back and in between all of the collage mediums and glues and sealers, but I do like this one. Also some clear gesso. It's about 3/4 full. So it was a discounted price. So, always have clear gesso, right? I got brand new Distress Oxide spray. The Wilted Violet. Purple's one of my favorite colors. And then I got a bunch of alcohol inks. Tim Holtz. And then I'm most excited. I got an art journaling magazine. And I think it was just $1.50. And you know, these things are expensive. They're $16. So yeah, that's my little crafty thrifting I got done. My voice is just really annoying. Sorry. All right. So let's create one of these. Let's just have some fun. So I pulled one of my Rolodex cards here, and this one has some jelly printed paint on it already. And I think I'm going to use the numbers. Now for this, you could cut it out, or you could also just attach it to the back as your reference point. Or, you know, attach it to the top like a tab, which would be cool too. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet with that. But so numbers, I am going to grab my stencil. And I'm going to use the numbers on the mixed up stencil here from Creative Worship Stamps. And I'm going to put this behind it. And okay. And I'm going to start with my black soot. All right. And I'm just kind of stenciling on some different numbers here. And there's no rhyme or reason. It's just, thank you, Pam. It's just creating. You know, it's sometimes you need to not overthink it, and you know, and just do it. Now, don't wipe that off. We're gonna save it. And what I've actually been doing lately is I have a bunch of just little cards, and they're a little bit bigger than the Rolodex. So they're 4x2. And I've been taking my leftover stencils and I've been putting them on my cards so that I have these as a kind of like a starting point, just on the side if I want to grab it. All right, so let me grab my spray. Let me move that out. Grab my water. Because, you know, we don't want to waste, right? No wasting. And I'm just pressing down like that. Okay? And then I take a wipe and I grab another card. And then I kind of blend the black in and wipe it off, and then it, you know, pushes it through. And it's very faded. You can't see it very well, but that's okay. It's still something that's there. All right. And then you put those aside. See if you can see that. And then you let them dry. Okay, and then we need to add some more to this. So what do we want to do? Something with numbers. I think I want to grab I'm looking for my chipboard pieces. And I'm going to see if I have any numbers in here. And this one doesn't have any numbers, but this B can be a 3 if we cut it. See? It's a 3. Now it's a little big, but that's okay. I don't mind. All right, so we're going to glue that on, and I'm going to use my fabric tack. And it's a good, I kind of like it. It's a good exercise to just get you thinking. What do I want to do today? You know, what could I do? And you know what? Just try it. If we don't use our supplies, they're just going to go to waste. All right. So this chipboard is kind of like a velvety. So I'm just going to take one of my brushes, and it still has ink on it because I don't really clean my brushes. So I'm just using whatever's left over on it. All right, so that was some kind of green color. And this is like an orange. And I'm kind of just making it look like a rusty color. Pretty sure that's like a brown. And let's see. Now I'm going to grab an ink pad. Okay, so I grabbed my distress inks, and I'm looking for, let's see. Well, I definitely should use Rusty Hinge, and maybe Fossilized Ember, and some I need my salvage patina, but maybe I don't have that in that size. There we go. All right, so apparently I don't have it in the ink, so I got to use my oxide. All right. So I'm just kind of going in some different random places to kind of make it look rusty. All right, and so this is fossilized ember. Grabbing a brush. And then we have our rusty hinge. Here I'm trying to swipe the lid. And then maybe just a little bit of spiced marmalade. All right, so here is our little rusty bit here. So remember, this was a B, it turned into a 3. And I feel like I want to do I want to make it kind of glossy. So we are going to, I think we're going to emboss it. Oh, I'm going to use the water to emboss it, or to make the embossing powder stick. So I'm just kind of spraying, and then wherever the embossing powder lands is where, thank you, Pam. All right, so let me grab some embossing powders. All right, so one sec here. This is what happens when you go on a whim. I just got some new ones. Whoops. And I'm feeling I should maybe use one of those. I'm just trying to find them. Because, you know, you can never find anything when you need it, right? Okay, so I grabbed a few different ones here. Ooh, so this one is called Copper Teal. Feeling like that's going to be a good one. All right, so I'm just going to take a little bit, pinch, and kind of just sprinkle it where I want it. Then I'm going to do the same things with these other ones. So this is forget what it's called. This is the Distressed Glaze Vintage Photo. These will dry clear. They have an iridescent tint to them. And then this one, Decadent Ruby. And you know me, or if you don't know me, I like to mix and match. Okay. Now, put the lids back on everything so that when you turn on your heat tool, it doesn't blow everywhere. Okay. All right. Gonna be a little bit noisy. We're gonna grab my crazy heat tool, and we're gonna warm it up first and then do it. Okay. Let's see how we're looking. So now we have just some shimmery little bits. The glaze is translucent over the inks, so it's very subtle and it's hard to see. There we go. And then I'm feeling like it would be better if it was on the back. And if you have a date stamp, you could date it. I just kept mine really simple. This isn't about, for me anyways, creating something that would be a finished project to somebody else, or in somebody else's eyes. It's just about creating. It's about playing with your supplies. It's about seeing what you could do. What happens, if I spritz my chipboard with water and try and add some embossing powders to it, what's going to happen? Just try it. We have to, for me, I really need to learn to use my supplies. And I hope that you can do that too. So I want to thank you all for joining me. I'm sorry my voice is crackly today. But remember, you can find the Junktober prompt challenge in my description, or you can go to paisanodesign-stitches.com. Use the hashtag Junktober when it starts. I'm excited too, Pam. And thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. And I will see you next time, hopefully with no computer issues. All right? I think that was it. So that's a wrap. I'll see you next time.